Hi everyone, we are now on module 2 of our study guides, an overview of personal and business finance, which consists of definitions and statement of net worth. This is the addition to the definitions we've done on module 1, some a repetition of those that were on module 1. We have drawings. This is a situation where the owner of the business takes out money from the business for his personal use. The capital is the cash or other assets provided by the owner in order to establish a business. And then we've got the assets, which is the possessions of the business that are used to make money. We've got income, any other income that comes into a business. It can be a current income, rent income, and we've got debts or liabilities. These are the obligations by the business to pay other businesses, either suppliers or whomever they owe. The expenses, these are payments that are not possessions of the business. That is your telephone account, your electricity, your water, what else? Your wages. And then we've got your net worth. This is the wealth of a person reflected by his or her assets, less his or her liabilities. And then we've got your balance sheet, which is a statement that reflects the financial position of a business on a certain date. And then we've got your statement of net worth. This shows what the business is worth at any given point in time. Sometimes the business needs to find the answers to the following questions. Are we as the business making profit? Do we have money to make use of the opportunity? Is the business improving? What are the areas of the business that we can improve on? How much money does the business owe? How much money is owed to the business? The statement of net worth reflects the accounting equation, which, using the law of mathematics, can be reflected in different ways, which is your belongings minus your debts equals to your net worth, or assets minus liabilities equals to your net worth, or liabilities plus your net worth is equal to assets, which we are going to be using in this case. We've got your example of a net worth, which includes your assets, your expenses, your liabilities. And then we've got a class exercise that I'm gonna go through with you. This is further explanation to a statement of net worth, which is a person's net worth, and the composition of assets and liabilities can change on a daily basis. In order to keep a track of these changes, it is possible to use a spreadsheet based on the accounting equation, that is, assets equals to liabilities plus your net worth. You will notice that there is always a double and three-sided effect to every transaction, which double entry I said on module 1, it's very important to understand that every transaction has two effects. So if you master that, then you are going to be good to go, because from the first module up until to the last one, which is module 9, this you have to put into action. You have to understand the double entry system. We have an example. If Mark pays 30 Rand for a movie ticket and popcorn, his asset, which is the cash that he has on hand, it decreases, and his net worth also decreases. And then we've got another example where we use the second version of this equation. On the 1st February 2001, Max Miller has 60 Rand cash on hand, and then 500 Rand in the bank account, and close worth 1,000 Rand. These are his only assets. He has no liabilities. His net worth is therefore 1,516. On the example above, we will then create a spreadsheet on which the following transactions happened. which is from this date up until to the last date given them. This happened. Max went to the movies. He paid 30 Rand cash for tickets and popcorns. Max borrowed 600 Rand from his father, which he deposited into the bank account. Max bought new clothes, 220 Rand. He used the money in his account. Max earned 80 Rand cash by working part-time at a local video shop. And then Max gave his sister a birthday present of 20 Rand cash. And then Max bought a mini Haifa set on credit from Haifa Suppliers for 450. He has 3 months to pay. Max earned 120 from working at the video shop. He banked this amount. Max repaid his father 100 Rand and paid him 15 Rand interest. Max donated clothes worth 40 Rand to the SPCA for fundraising. Max paid a Haifa Suppliers 150 of the amount owed. You are required to use the spreadsheet to record the changes to e-assets. You are now to record these changes to e-assets, liabilities, net worth. Prepare Max Miller's statement of net worth in February 2001. And then you do an analysis of the owner's equity. So we are gonna go to a solution of this exercise. We go through it, and then you start with your date. You've got your assets, your liabilities. Your assets is equal to your liabilities plus your net worth. You've got your cash, you've got your bank, you've got your clothes, Haifa set, loan from your father, payable accounts. We start from there. We are given in a statement that Max had 60 Rand cash on hand. He's got 500 Rand in his bank account, and he's got clothes worth 1,000 Rand, which makes his net worth 1,560. And then we go to on the 2nd of February, Max went to the movies. He paid 30 Rand cash for tickets and popcorns. And then on the cash that he had on hand, which was the 60 Rand, he took 30 Rand, bought popcorns and paid for the movies. Minus 30 Rand under cash, and then you minus on his net worth, because in whatever amount that he had, now he's minusing by 30 Rand. And then we go on the 3rd. Max borrowed 600 from his father, which he deposited into the bank account. He borrowed money from his father to pay him back. When you borrow, you pay that back, it is a liability. So the father deposited the 600 Rand into Max's bank account, and then he increases liabilities by 600 Rand. That is, it is an obligation that he's going to pay that back, plus 600 Rand. And then we go on to the 5th. Max bought new clothes, 220. He used the money in his bank account. So goes to his bank account, pays for clothes worth 220, which means the bank account is deducting by 220, and then increases clothes zakhe by a value of 220 Rand. And then Max earned 80 Rand cash by working part-time at a local video shop. He was given 80 Rand for working at a local video shop, which means cash increases by 80 Rand, net worth increases by 80 Rand. And then Max gave his sister a birthday present of 20 Rand cash. His cash minuses by 20 Rand because he gave it out to his sister. Net worth minus by 20 Rand. Max bought a mini Haifa set on credit from Haifa Suppliers for 450. He has 3 months to pay. On the 10th, he bought a Haifa set, which is an asset to him. It increases by 450. Accounts, amatyala akhe, they increase by 450. And then Max earned 120 from working at the video shop. He banked this amount. February 11, 120. He banked the 120 and his net worth increases by 120. And then Max repaid his father 100 rand and paid him 15 rand interest. He took out 115 rand from the bank. From the loan account originally, it's 100 rand that he paid extra, which is not part of the obligation. 15 rand, it decreases his net worth. Max donated close worth 40 rand to the SPS for fundraising. And then his clothes decreased by 40 rand, and his net worth decreases by 40 rand as well. And then Max paid Haifa suppliers 150 of the amount owed. And then he goes to pay by the bank, which is his bank account decreases by 150. Netyala lakhe goes down by 150. And then we come to the statement of net worth. You add up all those, keeping in mind that we're using the version of asset equals to liabilities plus your net worth. So you add all your assets, they add up to 2455, which is your cash on hand, bank account, clothes, Haifa asset, add up to that. And then you write down there your total assets is your 2455. And then we come to your net worth. Your net worth being 1655, this should be here and that down there. And then we've got your liabilities, which is your 500 plus 300, they come to 800. And then you come to your total net worth and liabilities. Should be equal, your asset should be equal to your liabilities plus net worth. So if you say your liabilities plus your net worth, they should give you the 2455 as well, that you got from your asset, which is your 2455. I think that's all for module 2. We've got examples on your notes, which I will try maybe scan a few and send to you before we have an online class, so that you work through them, and then we'll also go through them when we do an exercise. Please go through this exercise, understand it. This is also important for your tests, for all your assessments. It is very important. If you have any queries, we will answer when we have an online class. Thank you very much.